Communication is an important part of your everyday life, especially if you're communicating with an intimate partner. According to Marriage.com, there are 10 effective communication skills in relationships for healthy marriages. These include giving your partner your full attention, not interrupting your partner, creating neutral space, speaking face-to-face, using I statements in problem scenarios, being honest with your partner, talking about the little things, using the 24-hour method, making physical contact, and communication should just be fun. There are 3 steps that stand out to me. These are giving your partner your full attention, speaking face-to-face, and being honest. Knowing how to communicate in a relationship is important. Imagine that you're trying to talk to your partner about something important, such as a job change that will require you guys to move states away and require you to completely relocate your lives. You want to talk to them about this, but you don't know how to approach it. How could you talk to them without them being distracted? Being in a relationship, I tend to get in a lot of situations that require proper communication. I didn't always have good communication skills, but with my previous employer, I was a manager and I had to learn how to communicate appropriately within my workplace. I took what I had learned communication-wise and started using it within my relationship. This caused our communication to become stronger and more effective. Being able to talk to your partner at an important time can be crucial. Marriage.com says a way to effectively communicate is by giving your full attention. This falls in line with sitting down face-to-face, as you will not be able to text and you can show that you care about what they have to say. Movements such as nodding and keeping eye contact are both great ways to show your undivided attention. Instead of texting or calling each other, consider sitting down face-to-face. Doing this can help with being able to sense emotion and context of what is being said. Lastly, it's important to be honest when you're talking to your partner. This allows trust to be built. Marriage.com says when you're being honest means you're telling the truth, apologizing instead of making up excuses. Knowing the key steps on how to communicate effectively in a relationship is important. Providing your full attention when talking to your partner is important because you'll get all of the details, as well as showing interest and understanding of the importance of the topic. The president of Gordon Training International, Linda Adams, talks about how we can miss many of the moments of our lives each day because we aren't fully present for them and are at least partially unaware of what we are doing or experiencing. Start with paying attention to yourself. Adam talks of how not everything is about you, but it shows that you value yourself, thoughts, feelings, needs, ideas, goals, and aspirations of your full attention. Accomplishing the understanding of yourself can help improve your relationships with others. Now think back to a time when you have tried to talk to your spouse. Was the TV on or were they on their phone? Did it affect the way you approached the conversation? How could they give you their full attention rather than watching TV or playing on their phone? When you're asked to give your full attention, you can start by putting away your cell phone or shutting off the television. Lean into them and make contact, nodding as they talk. Participate in the conversation, ask questions, and provide feedback. Not paying attention can leave your partner feeling unimportant, dismissed, and that you don't have a connection with them. Giving them your full attention lets them know that you are concentrating on what they say or want, verbally and non-verbally. You can put yourself in their shoes. Adam says this allows you to listen without judgment, and instead of planning what you're going to say next, it means that you can truly hear and understand the needs of your customers and clients, or in this case, your partner, and of spouse and children and friends and others whom have relationships that matter to you. Consider removing all background noise and objects except for your partner. Okay, so now you're ready to give your partner your undivided attention. What's next that would help communicate with them effectively? Maybe sitting face to face and allow them to get the proper context across? With technology advancing at a fast rate, we have a way to communicate at our fingertips. While texting and emailing can be an effective way of communicating, sometimes words can be taken out of context, causing miscommunication issues. It is best to speak face-to-face when you have something that can easily be misinterpreted. Website Easy Talks says speaking face-to-face is important when communicating because more than 90% of human interaction consists of body language. You both can see each other's reactions and emotions. This allows a big advantage over other communication skills since it will be easy to interpret the other's feelings. You can boost the effectiveness of getting your point across when it comes to meeting in person because you can explain things quicker rather than emailing or texting a long email followed by waiting for a response. All concerns can be addressed at once. Also, you're able to build a relationship and show how valuable the other person is by having a sense of friendliness. According to Easy Talks, it is proven that face-to-face communication is a great form of persuasion, engagement, and leadership. When taking the time to meet face-to-face, your facial expression shows that you are interested and care about what they have to say. You can assure that they will hear what you have to say and can guarantee their complete attention. Communicating face-to-face can also help protect confidentiality. Being in a private setting can show that you respect the others when talking about sensitive topics. Some things are just meant for one person. This allows nothing to be recorded. Trust and credibility are enhanced. Face-to-face communication can send unconscious messages to another person through your body language. You are able to answer questions with honesty and integrity. Communicating face-to-face is just as important as communicating when you have their full attention. But are their intentions trustworthy or honest? How can you communicate honestly in your relationship? Is the phrase, "there is no trust without us," true? Trust and honesty is considered one of the main foundations of a relationship. Without it, you are constantly questioning what your partner has to say and what your partner does. Firestone says that in a study done by Dr. Bella DePaulo, people lie in 1 in 5 of their interactions. Couples can deceive each other. A statistic Firestone provides us is dating couples lie 1/3 of the time, where married couples lie 1 out of 10 times. To promote honesty within a healthy relationship, you first must know yourself and your intentions. Make sure that your actions match your words. Don't say one thing and then do another. An example of this would be saying that you will stop liking another woman's provocative images on social media and then turning around and liking or even commenting on it behind their back. Say "I love you" because you mean it, not because it's a routine. Instead of saying it as sarcasm when arguing and grimacing, express that you really want and feel the way that you do. You can be honest and direct without being rude and hurtful. When talking with your partner, consider how they feel about what is being said. Be open with what you feel and observe, but don't exaggerate. Say things such as, "I miss you when you work all of the time, and I don't feel as if I can keep up the housework on my own," instead of, "I'm tired of you working all the time, you never help out around here." Be direct, but don't be rude. By doing this, it allows openness that can lead to closeness and intimacy. Listening to the way that your partner sees things can help with communication because you're allowing yourself to experience what they feel. Try to not get defensive or offended with the feedback that you receive. When you feel as if you're being attacked, this can lead to manipulation or possible deception in the future. Understanding that your partner is a separate person can help with being honest. Know that they won't necessarily feel or react the same way as you or someone else. Just because you don't see the situation the same way doesn't mean that either of you is lying. Neither of you can pretend to be someone else to fit the expectation of the other. That's not being true and honest to each other or yourself. Honesty is important because when communicating in a relationship, insecurities can be resolved when honesty and truthfulness are shared between a couple. If you love them, then why lie? When it comes to relationships, communication plays an important role. Speaking face-to-face can allow you to not misread the feelings and emotions that may be important within the conversation. Some things such as giving your full attention can make your partner feel as if you care about what they have to say. And being honest can allow your partner to be able to share their intentions and goals in the relationship. That is why knowing the key steps on how to communicate in a relationship is important.